meeting of the Central Waterfront Neighborhood Council. My name is John Bregman, and tonight I just want to recognize Phil Orlandella, Regional Review, and Matt Conti, NorthEndWaterfront.com, who's also videotaping it. And I'll remind those that that website is very valuable, and the patron program that is there allows us to make contributions to help support that website. So I would encourage you all to become patrons at NorthEndWaterfront.com.
Thank you, John.
And if I can just do the roll call. Brett Roman,
Gennaro Riccio,
John Bregman,
Danielle D'Ambrosio,
Carmen Florino,
Michael Benetti,
Sean Hennessy.
Philip Road. Thank you. And then if Carmen, you can start the meeting protocol, please.
Sure. So the meeting protocol, the meeting will be conducted according to parliamentary rules. The president will have the final word on the conduct of the meeting and will cast the vote only in the event the rest of the council reaches a tie. The president will recognize a speaker to make a presentation or statement, and then he will permit the council to ask questions. He will then open the floor to questions from the audience. Each audience member should introduce themselves by name and street address. No person will speak until they have been recognized by the president. All speakers will be confined to the time limits. Voting will be done by ballot, and the results of all votes will be announced at the conclusion of the meeting.
Thank you. So there's just a few things that I wanted to touch on before we begin the committee reports. One is that we heard a lot about the Prince Street lights that were not working correctly. So thank you to Maria Lanza for coordinating that those repairs last week in the city. The nursing home issue obviously is still important to us, and while we don't have anything major to report right now, I just want to let everybody know that we're in constant contact with local elected officials and those in the area of the North End that are on top of this issue. So we're making sure that we stay on it. One thing that I'll promote is the 3-on-3 basketball tournament that is happening at the end of July. There's information here. It's for kids in the area that are 9 to 15, both boys and girls. North End Against Drugs is putting it on. So please feel free to take information and sign up any kiddos that fall within those categories. The community chats that we have, we like to keep going. We have a lot of issues that come up in this neighborhood, whether it's parking or like last month was the nursing home. Tonight we're going to talk about the feasts and how important they are to our community. But please let us know if there's anything that you think that needs to be addressed, and we can coordinate with the appropriate individuals at the city or whoever else and make sure that it's on the agenda. I know the bike path is a major issue, specifically the traffic that has resulted from its construction. So for things like that, we'd like to hear from you so that we know what we want to address and discuss as a neighborhood council. And then lastly, I'll just say that Wednesday at 7, the movie nights are beginning at the Gassy, and then Sunday are the movie nights at Columbus Park. So please support our local groups there that we do those. And on to the committee reports. We'll start with resident parking and traffic. Newly appointed Danielle.
Hi there. John and I have a meeting set up next week with Kevin Donahue, the Director of Community Affairs from the Boston Transportation Department. We're hoping to just keep lines of communication open, and any concerns that you bring to me, I can meet with him and discuss. Hopefully alleviate some of the concerns that we've had ongoing. In addition to that, I attended a meeting, the North Station Area Mobility Action Plan. The Boston Redevelopment Authority and the Boston Transportation Department, they're getting together to tackle some long-term mobility goals for that area. And I think that a lot of that Bullfinch Triangle, West End, North Station area, it will impact our neighborhood a lot. So they actually have, by the end of July, they're hoping to get a definition of problems and a development of ideas, and they're really encouraging residents to reach out with any of their concerns. So if anybody wants to come to me directly with any concerns for the traffic in the neighborhood, especially what's going to impact us from the North Station development, I'm more than happy to bring that forward to them. And then I'm in initial conversations with Commissioner Fayem Duca, maybe potentially putting in some sort of pilot program like they have in other neighborhoods to increase fines for certain times. So maybe garden events or concerts on those evenings. Sporting events in general, you tend to get a lot of parking that, people are taking up resident parking, they don't live here, there's a $40 fine, isn't really discouraging them. So maybe, like they're doing over in Fenway, which has really started to work, they increase the fines only on those particular days. So those are the different things that we're kind of working on and keeping lines of communication open. So any concerns, I'm more than happy to hear from everybody.
Thank you. Sean with the Public Safety Committee.
Thanks, John. Another fairly quiet month in June. Just 3 aggravated assaults and 8 larcenies, and no larcenies for motor vehicles. Major crimes in the city have gone down by 4% and gone down by 5% in the district, A1. And just a reminder to all, the National Night Out is on Tuesday, August 2nd at the Prado. And they were saying, the officers were saying the other night that the North End's National Night Out is one of the most well-attended in the city of all the neighborhoods. So if you have time, definitely stop on by and say hello and support National Night Out.
Okay, thank you, Sean. And then for the Greenway Committee, I'll just
So one thing, so the next
sorry, go
public
ahead.
safety meeting, my apologies, next public safety meeting is Thursday, August 4th.
Great. So then for the Greenway updates, they have a pretty packed calendar, so I encourage you all to go to their website, rosecommitteegreenway.org, and find certain events. You'll notice a lot of them are occurring in the North End parks. There's some art displays all over the place. But 2 that are coming up that they want to make sure we're all aware of. There's a Young Leaders Group, and they're holding a brush hour at 5:30 on Thursday, July 21st. This is where they volunteer beautifying the park and then head over to the block parties, and you can email Keelan Purcell to reserve a spot there. And then they are also doing their Tango in the Park, which are on Saturdays this summer from 6 to 9 at Rose Wharf Plaza, and that's right across from the Boston Harbor Hotel. But again, they have plenty of events going on and other things, so be sure to check their calendar and you can subscribe to their email list if you want to get current to everything they have going on. There's too much to discuss tonight. With that, the reports of the offices of local elected officials, I'll just begin by saying that Kathy Frangelo from Councilor Salmon Valentina's office did not make it tonight, so she will obviously not be providing any update, but let's start with the...
Hi everyone, Maria Lanza, Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. Just a couple of quick announcements. First of all, I want to thank the community for coming out to the Mayor's Coffee Hour a couple weeks ago. Very well attended, and the Mayor actually thanked everyone for the advocacy. We had groups from the nursing home and Lewis Walk Development, and he did listen, trust me, and we've been talking about all sorts of things moving forward with the nursing home, and I'll definitely be here to keep you updated as it goes forward. Tomorrow night, there's an Elliott School construction update meeting at 6 o'clock at 585 Commercial Street for the Elliott School down there. This is, of course, in regards to the North Bennett Street School construction. And this Wednesday day is ADA Celebration Day, so it's from 12 noon to 3 o'clock on Boston City Hall Plaza. Food, music, information, and new this year, the Government Center MBTA station, which is now ADA compliant and open to the public, so definitely check that out. Wednesday night, July 13th, is the downtown/Chinatown Imagine Boston workshop. It's at 6:30 at the Josiah Quincy School at 885 Washington Street in Chinatown. Please come out if you can and share some of your visions for Imagine Boston. And then just to highlight on the North Station Area Mobility Action Plan, we held the kickoff for the plan on Tuesday, June 28th. If you want more information, you can also visit the website, which is bit.ly/NSAMAP 2016. And for more information on upcoming sessions and to add your points on the map for improving transportation in the North Station area. Thank you.
Patrick Lyons from State Representative Aaron Michaels' office. Just a tiny update from the nursing home. There was some confusion on whether, I think out there, that when they go to submit the transfer with the Department of Public Health, whether or not there would have to be a public process. And we were able, myself and Luigi from Senator Boncore's office, were able to clarify that with DPH, and there will have to be public hearing held for that transfer. So, other than that, thank you.
I don't, Luigi Natale from Senator Boncore's office. There's no new reports. I stay with Packy said, we're on the same page as Packy. It's rep reports.
Thank you.
DPH.
Anything else?